fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth.
He originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And incomplete to open things up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this is going to be incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Ritter back to throw. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And it's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Jaguars at 500 now, 4-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
David Ajabo, credit him there. He fired across the line and planted him for a loss on the play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go, 46.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It looked Looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking to throw. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Fighting through. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Ritter off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be taken in by Downs. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's got it down to the 28. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. Now this taken in by Downs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
This pass left side to Downs. Touchdown 49ers. Josh Downs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars! Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a while. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. At the 49ers, 18.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This from 32 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes it... All right, guys. You had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Come on,
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Downs going in motion right. Second down and a run by Robinson. And running with power here. Oh, he sheds himself free. Inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
That complete to Downs. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Ritter. They'll roll him out right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And Prescott, he's going to change things up here. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. There he goes, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Another run with Mitchell. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
second and a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Marcus Jones, a return man. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20. Yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the counter, Mitchell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
But once again, it's Mitchell. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Jones on the return. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Green Jack. Ready.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking for his first toss. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds Jones all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 66 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line. They're trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And
now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Third down and 9.
Prescott off play action. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Jones on the return. Going to be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them in the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, it all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some.
And this throw will be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first down.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They run over center with Mitchell, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Flacco here on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Flacco. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Touchdown, 49ers. Bijan Robinson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Flacco looking to throw for it. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
Jaguars 38, 49ers 18.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. A give here to Mitchell. Pushes past him. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Flacco. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. This spot in the 4th quarter with that opposite had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, the clock had to throw it.
Play action now. Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
49er first down.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Hey, smash.
Now Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
That's out wide here for Robinson. Now San Francisco will call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. This is caught. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Robinson will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 79 Bronco, Cup 19.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And he's got it to about the 40. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get